Hello guys, welcome to PharmD MeDicos. Today we'll be talking about some of the career and job options for PharmD Doctor of Pharmacy students. So if you are someone who is struggling to find a job and has recently completed their PharmD degree, so here are some of the options that are available for you guys to apply for a job. So here we have assembled several jobs like industry jobs, clinical pharmacy, regulatory affairs, pharmacovigilance, medical coding, and medical writing. So here we will see next what are going to be the different job opportunities for you guys. So let's start with the video. First of all, we will be talking about clinical pharmacist. As you know, mostly the PharmD graduates are concerned with clinical pharmacy. As a clinical pharmacist, you can work in major hospitals, major private hospitals in India who provide currently this opportunity. So here are some of the hospitals that provide this clinical pharmacist position. First is Medanta, the MedCity. Second is Fortis, likewise Max, Super Specialty Hospitals, Artemis Hospitals, Apollo Hospitals, Narayana Health, Tata Memorial Hospitals, and Manipal Hospital. So these are going to be some of the major hospitals, major private hospitals, which offer and this post of clinical pharmacist. So if you want to learn about the medication management, the pharmacotherapy, the pharmacodynamics, the pharmacokinetics, so this is going to be very helpful for you guys. In this field, in this position, you will be able to provide healthcare to the patients, and you will be gaining the first-hand experience of the hospital setting. So this is going to be exciting for you. Next, we'll be talking about pharmacovigilance associate. As you know, the field of pharmacovigilance is rapidly growing in India. So the companies like Accenture, the Fortria, and other companies like Equia, these are offering jobs to PharmD graduates. And this is a very growing field in India and has a very bright future. So if you want to apply for the job, here, what will be your responsibilities? Your responsibility will be adverse event reporting, data entry, regulatory compliance, safety assessment, and communication. So here you will learn a lot of things about pharmacovigilance. As you know that the drugs which are under the clinical trials, there is a particular requirement for this pharmacovigilance monitoring of these drugs, like the adverse drug reporting, safety assessment, all things. So here you will learn everything related to pharmacovigilance field. Next is pharmaceutical industry. As you know, there are various job opportunities in pharmaceutical industries. India is one of the leading pharmaceutical industries in the world. So India is one of the leading manufacturers of pharmaceuticals in the world. So here in India, you can find this job opportunity: drug development, quality analysis and quality control, regulatory affairs, pharmaceutical marketing, clinical research, like clinical trial coordinator. So these are the various job areas for you guys in pharmaceutical industry. So if you want to apply for the jobs, you can search on the Google and apply for the respective job and the respective position who you are interested in. Next is going to be academia and education. So as you know that as a PharmD graduate, you can apply for the position of assistant professor and associate professor in the PCI recognized colleges and universities across India. So you can basically do teaching. You can promote a better teaching experience in various colleges and universities across India. And there is going to be the scientific writer. Like there are so many websites, so many leading e-commerce websites that are dealing with healthcare and particularly medications like Tata 1mg, so on and so forth. So these require the scientific writers, or you can apply for in clinical trial companies, third party clinical trial companies, which hire these scientific writers so they can write about the medications, write about the process, write about the phases of clinical trials, and so on and so forth. So this is another job opportunity for PharmD guys. Next, we will be talking about specialized fields. Here we'll be talking about toxicologist. So what a toxicologist does, he studies the effects of drugs and chemicals on the human body. And there is going to be regulatory affairs officer. So as a regulatory affairs officer, you will ensure compliance with regulations governing drug development and distribution. Like regulatory affairs officer in India, particularly the CDSCO is the main handling body of the drug approval in India. So you will, as a regulatory affairs officer, you will ensure the compliance with regulations that are compulsory during the drug development process. Another is going to be oncologist, pharmacist, and nephrologist, pharmacist. So these are the specialized fields. Like if you are a toxicologist, you will be dealing with studying the toxicity of drugs, like in the human body. And if you are oncologist, pharmacist, you will be studying the oncology, the patients who are having cancer disease and who are under the drug therapy or immunotherapy. So these pharmacists are particularly trained and these are well skilled in the field of providing drug therapy to the cancer patients. So if you are an oncologist pharmacist, you will be particularly dealing with providing healthcare to cancer patients. Another is nephrologist pharmacist. As you know that most of the drugs can be like in the people with chronic kidney disease or acute kidney injury. So these people are susceptible, these patients are susceptible to developing drug toxicities and particularly they can affect the kidney function, especially in those people who are having chronic kidney disease or acute kidney injury. So as a nephrologist pharmacist, we will be adjusting, you will be dealing with adjusting the dosage of for these patients so you can help in eliminating the risk of toxicity due to drugs. Next is going to be emerging rules. So here are some of the emerging rules in India which you can apply for as a clinical as a PharmD graduate. So next, first is going to be pharmacogenomics. Here we will be studying about how genes affect a person's response to drugs. And there is health informatics. Here you can use data and technology to improve healthcare outcomes. So in pharmacogenomics, like you will be studying the person's genomic setup. So how this person's genomic setup is going to affect it is drug response. For example, if we are going to give some particular drug in this patient, so if he is having some genetic polymorphism or genetic mutations, so how drugs are going to be behaving in this patient, so you will be studying about that. In healthcare informatics, you will be using data and technology to improve healthcare outcomes, like you will be dealing with some of the applications or some of the drug repository databases that you will use to ensure that there is proper use of technology. Another thing is going to be telepharmacy. So as you know that post COVID-19 or during the COVID-19, there was very extensive use of telepharmacy services in the uh, world, especially in the you can say European and Western world. So this is another thing which is going to be some of the major healthcare sectors in India have actually implemented this telepharmacy services so they can provide better healthcare to these patients who are not able to visit the healthcare setting. So they can remotely connect it with the patient via audio and video modes of communication. So this is another great opportunity which is going to be very developing in the near future. Other opportunities are consultant pharmacist. Here you can provide expert advice on medication management in various settings. Like you can be a consultant pharmacist in cardiology, nephrology, hepatology, gastroenterology, so on and so forth. Another thing is going to be public health. So here you can work on improving community health through policy education and outreach programs. So here, consultant pharmacist, public health worker, here you can, and this is another field that you can apply for a job. Next is going to be medical coding and medical scribing. As you know, the medical coding major companies in India are Omega Healthcare, Episource, AGS Health, HGS, that is Hinduja Global Services. So these are the various companies, various top companies which are providing medical coding services in India. So these medical coding companies are hiring 24/7. These are hiring because this is very growing field and you will get handsome salary in this field. Another thing is going to be medical scribing. So as you know that Equity Solutions, IKS Health, IDS, Virtual Physician Scribes, Scribe EMR, AB7, Endeavor. So see, these are some of the major scribing companies in India that deal with the provision of medical scribing services. So if you want to know more about this services, what actually a medical coder does, and what actually a medical scribe does, so you can search in the Google, or you can use the AI search engine. So that will provide you the extensive information relating to this growing field. So these were the major job opportunities for you guys. If you are a PharmD graduate and want to apply for any of the jobs, you can search on the Google, and you can search relating to the company and go to their career section and apply for the particular job. So I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. If you want to learn more about PharmD, Doctor of Pharmacy, jobs, courses, and future endeavors, so you can subscribe this channel, and we will continue thereafter. Thank you for watching this video.